broadcasts, followed by the dailies and then the Sundays. We're going to begin with Carve at Sky Sports News. If you'd like a question, please raise your hand. Carve.
First of all, Thomas, if I could start by just asking you some injury news. Is there an update on N'Golo Kante, and do you have any other injury problems before the game?
No. Andreas Christensen will be in the squad. He did full training today and also yesterday without any problems, so he will be back. Kai did a test today and will be testing team training tomorrow. Kai Havertz. And with NG, it's going to be very close, but still some hopes that he maybe joins team training tomorrow. If not, then he will join on Monday.
On Tuesday, we saw a lot of desire, passion and commitment from your players. Is that exactly what you need again on Sunday?
It's exactly what we need all the time, but it's not all the time the same possibility. You need to adapt to what the game demands and to the situations. It was the moment, and it was a crucial moment for us in the season to maintain the possibility to reach our targets, and the team had a very good response to it, and we had several games under pressure and in crucial moments, and we always had a very, very good response. So we trust ourselves to be able to perform again. It's a completely different setup. It's away game, away fans, strong team, strong Aston Villa side, play without any pressure. So very big challenge, but we're up for it.
Sir Alex Ferguson famously called this time of the season squeaky bum time. When the fans get very worried and they get very edgy.
Yeah.
What's it like for you as a manager and the players?
Sure, it's exciting. It's nice. It's nice if you play for stuff in the end. Keeps you on the edge, brings out the best in you, and you can absolutely feel the excitement. We felt it. We felt it in Wembley. We felt it Tuesday. We felt it also from our spectators. It was not like a normal match in Premier League. We had clear target. We needed to win to like I said, to maintain our goals, and that sets a certain tone and brings a certain intensity and energy that is very, very special. It's not like this for all 60, 65 matches a year. But when these matches arrive, it gets very special, and it brings you a certain amount of excitement that you cannot find nowhere else.
And on Sunday, will you want to know what is happening at Liverpool and Leicester, or do you want to be in a bubble with your players, just block everything out?
For a long time, for a long period of the game, I want to sure be in a bubble. If it's in the end, if we have results that have an influence to the amount of risk that we need to take, whatever, because we are not leading or not comfortable leading or whatever, then we need to know. It's also we need to be professional. I prefer not to know, but if it's necessary, we need to know to adapt our risk management and during the game. I think this is quite normal. First of all, we approach the game like the game against Leicester. It's in our hands, and we can decide things with a win. So we prepare this game to be ready to win it. But as you know, in a football match, there can be a lot of twists and turns. So we need to be ready for everything on our pitch and on the other pitches.
James at TalkSport.
Thomas, you're now in touching distance of a top four finish.
Yep.
Just how much of an achievement would it be to get that, considering where this club was in January?
Well, we would be absolutely happy to reach it. This was the main target and the main focus for all of us. and having a busy schedule and making it in the FA Cup until the final and even in Champions League made it even harder, because we had so many games, first of all, to cope with, and a tight schedule. But we had also, like I mentioned earlier, these a bit of a complicated situation to reach a final, then go back to race to top 4, then reach a semi-final. In Champions League, it's like all these different competitions, and everywhere you have a different level of the competition. You are already almost done in FA Cup. Now we are done. You're not done in Champions League. You are not done in race top 4 race. So it demanded a lot of different levels of concentration and focus from all of us. So this is what we wished for and what we worked hard for, and now it's still in our hands, and we are full of respect for our opponents, and we know how hard it is to play at Aston Villa and to beat this strong Aston Villa side, but we're determined to do it.
There were some really encouraging signs from Timo Werner on Tuesday night, and the Chelsea fans really got behind him. Yeah. How close do you think we are to seeing the best version of him, and how excited are you at that prospect?
I hope we are there on Sunday, actually. This is what we hope, but he's still young, he can still improve, and this is what we demand from him, not only week by week, but also when there will be a bit of time to reflect for him, a bit of time to rest, a bit of time of holiday time for mental rest. I am sure that he can take the next steps. Next year he is not new anymore. He knows where he's coming back to. He knows the environment. He knows his teammates. He knows first game, whoever we will play, he knows what he's up to against and how to adapt. And this will help him in future. And we try to push the process right now because we need him. And it's always like I said, and don't forget, many goal scorers in Europe shoot penalties for their teams. It's very common normally that they reach these high numbers that they have with penalties. If you add the penalties that we had to his numbers, maybe everybody would be absolutely delighted with a first year. He's not scoring for us from penalties. He does not take them, so we should consider all of that. But in the moment, like I always said, I'm happy when spectators are back. They will see the effort instantly, and they will. It's very hard to be. It's much more easier to be critic and to judge on an impersonal matter if you're not in the stadium, if you're at home on TV. But once you're there, once you're close to the guys, once you see the effort they put into matches, it's a bit more relative.
The home fans had such a big impact for your players on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So what sort of effect do you think the Aston Villa fans will have on your players on Sunday? On our players,
there will not be fans for us in the stadium, and they will have the same effect for their side. It's an advantage. It makes things absolutely more difficult, no doubt about it. But it's so much nicer and such a different game to play it with spectators that we know that it increases the challenge and increases the adversity. But like I said, we are here to step up. We have it in our hands, and we want to do it till the very end.
John Southall, 5 Live.
Hi Thomas, on the fans front, do you think Liverpool and Leicester have an advantage as well, because they're obviously both at home and their fans will be back for the first time?
In terms of fans, they clearly have. In terms of point, I think they would like to change with us. So it's like it is. We knew it before. It was a strange situation to have no fans. So everybody was very happy, us included, to have the fans back for the last 2 matches. And then it's equal. You have 1 home match, you have 1 away match, and it makes things more difficult. But that's it's still the obstacle to overcome.
Do you think it will take some of the pressure off the Champions League final if you manage to finish in the top 4?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Of course, we don't need to talk around it. For sure, it takes some pressure off. But I don't think we play I don't think, like, when we arrive next week in Champions League final that in our heads it's like when we prepare the final in the last 2 days, that we will not play this final to make it to Champions League next season. This final you will play 100% no matter what to win the cup. This is it. And the side effect, of course, is a crucial one. But we don't absolutely put it around. I want to turn it around. We don't want to play this final to arrive in the top 4. We put so much hard work, quality, and a very consistent amount of results into the last months that we want to finish the job at Sunday. And like I said, we know it's going to be tough, but we don't know what expects us in detail. Anything can happen in the 90 minutes of football. And this is what everybody loves about this game, that three teams have a chance to catch 2 places, and so the race is on.
Last one, John.
The BBC website are doing a piece on the impact you've had at the club since you arrived. What one quality would you say you think you've brought to the group that has led to this point?
No, I will not talk about me, for sure not. I do what I can, and in the best way possible, and I try to give all my knowledge and energy into this club now, and I really love where I am in the moment, and that's all I can say.
Nick Purewell.
Hi Thomas, just on Timo, obviously I saw him say that he really was very thankful for the fans' support, chanting his name and just sort of throwing their weight behind him. And he said that's sort of something he's not really had before. Can that also be something that helps his confidence going forward? It's one less thing almost to worry about, isn't it? And, we know the impact of fans, so I'm just wondering if you think that can also be something.
I even talked about it with the board in one of the very first talks with me, that I have the feeling that it's still a young team, and a team that needs the team from outside, and looking at the characteristics of the players from outside, not only Timo but all the other young guys we have, and there are so many of them, that the board should not forget the influence, like missing the supporters and not having the supporters who help them maybe sometimes over difficult moments, and in between matches can have a huge impact, and even more impact than to a very experienced squad. But it goes in all directions. It can also can also increase the amount of pressure that you suddenly feel when you hear the crowd moaning, when you hear the crowd not liking your actions. So it works in both directions. But in general, I agree with you. My approach is that we should do everything to get our fans off the seats, and to let them feel the energy and the intensity that we give into matches, or let them feel our passion about the game, and then they will feel their passion instantly, and they will feel happy to support us, even if not everything is perfect. Like I said, I strongly believe that fans don't go for the perfect game and don't go for the perfect result only to the stadium. They go for the energy and for the special moments, and to really support when they can feel it. That the team is really about football, about intensity, and about love of the game. And this is it. This is what we want to do, and this is what the young guys can for sure do very, very good. And from there, we hope for support and for an improvement of their self-confidence.
Last question in the broadcast, Nia Wintons.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
You've got a number of homegrown players that have come up through the academy that have also had a terrific season here at Chelsea, especially since your arrival. How impressed have you been with Mason, Tammy, Reece-Callen, and how impressed have you been in how the club are building for the future?
Yeah, I love academy boys. I don't treat them differently, but I'm very, very happy when we have a lot of them on the training pitch. Also, right now we have Tino Angerin, Tino Livramento, and other guys who regularly show up in training and try to adapt as quickly as possible to the level and to the the work ethic and to be professional, like the more experienced players. This is what I absolutely love about football in general and about my work. The academy has outstanding quality, is managed since so many years on the highest level. It's a pleasure to talk with the guys from the academy. It's a pleasure to hear their opinion. It's a pleasure to be in exchange. And when you see the guys performing on our level, this is it's amazing to see, because I truly believe that any club who has something special, creates a special bond with the environment and with the supporters and the spectators around Chelsea. If you have constantly young guys coming in, making it's different than only rely on bringing in from outside the best players. It is a certain glue that you cannot buy, and a certain bond that these guys care about the club more, and then not even more, like in a different way than guys from outside. And it's very, very nice also for me to see all these pictures when they were young and on tournaments. This is their dream come true. But it's super hard to make your way through academy into top level football in a club like Chelsea, because the level is so high, and that's why the praise goes out to the academy and everybody who works there and leads the academy. Is fantastic, and is so nice to have.
Okay, that's the end of the broadcast section. We're now going to do the daily newspapers. Like a